We are in my upstairs, my second floor remodel, and last time I said this was going to be the last video maybe, but I have now, after a few weeks, this is going to be the last video. But I am sitting where my desk is going to be, or where it is, it's just not finished. So I thought I could kind of show you. I've gotten so many questions. The reason I do these videos is I live in an old 1800s farmhouse, and a lot of people ask me questions along the way, a lot of you, about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, how it's laying out. So, you know, sharing the process I think is important because, one, this is real life. This has taken much longer than I wanted to. Of course, it ends up costing more than you think it's going to, but it's also going to end up exactly like I dreamed it could. It's just that it took a long time. And there's, you know, always stumbles along the way, things you have to change. And so we're going to go over those today and you can see where we're at. So what this is going to be is an office desk for two sides. So Joel will be over there. He does all the editing, all the behind the scenes stuff. And then I will be right here, which I have a lot of writing coming up I need to do. And this is hopefully where I'm going to be doing it. The countertop is going to get installed this coming week, hopefully in a couple days. And that will really finally show what the space is like. This window will get trimmed out once the countertop is in, because the countertop is going to go back and create the windowsill also. So the trim couldn't go on around it. The walls couldn't be finished until then. And we'll talk about the walls and why there's plywood on them now. Because yes, that is plywood. Underneath the plywood is blue board. That's for fire safety. The plywood then is for what I'll show you goes on top of it. So what has happened since you last saw is cabinetry is mostly all here. Just like anything, there are still supply chain issues. There's been some warranty issues with the cabinets too. So all that just takes, you know, a couple extra steps. This is what I like to call my cookbook library, but I collect, well, anything I have, I collect. But this is where all my cookbooks I love to reference, I love to use. The ones I've collected over the years that are old, new, whatever they are, this is where they're gonna be housed. And it should be able to fit them all. Let's cross all of our fingers. I don't know if it quite will, but this is the amount of shelves I could fit in. I did do things like there's gonna be outlets in the back of the shelves, just because I'd like to have either a small lamp here, or I think ahead to Christmas and think, what if I want a little something there, you know? You gotta be ready with outlets. I live in an old farmhouse, grew up in an old farmhouse, there's never enough outlets. So since I had that ability here, that's what I did. A big thing with these was adding what I call a bookshelf. That's not what, I mean, this whole thing is a bookshelf, but this is a pull-out shelf that I can then use as I'm maybe getting a cookbook out or getting a book out, set it here, use it, maybe have a pile of them, either put them back or whatever I want to. So I'm kind of excited about those. That was an extra step that I really wanted to make sure I had in the design thing. You know, this was something where we designed this fully, from the cabinetry, piece by piece, to how we wanted every layout to be, everything. So I really wanted to make sure it could happen, and it just all takes a while sometimes, and that's okay, because I want it to be good. And I love the people I'm working with. Each one of the contractors is so good. What did get dry fit this week is the railing. It will go here, obviously. I know a lot of you get scared. I'm not as close to it as it looks, I don't think, when you're on video. But once that railing goes in, that will be one of the last things, because they still have a couple cabinetry pieces to bring up, and you can't really have a railing there for that. This is storage here. This might have been here last time, actually. This is storage. I think the desk might have been too, now that I think about it. But this is storage, just for storage, a little bit of display in the middle. The lighting will go up here. I have picture lights that I've had for 2 years to go here and above the bookcases. But around here now, what you see is what the walls are gonna be. So we needed the plywood to go on first. I say we, the beautiful people working for me, needed the plywood to go on first after the blue board. So all the V-groove would have a nice solid place to be able to nail into all over. So that's what this is. This is a V-groove, meaning instead of shiplap or nickel gap, this has an actual V. What I like it is it's a little bit more true to a farmhouse, and it has a little bit more of a refined, I think, look to it. And it is seamless with my original, all of my original woodwork. Now that means it's not the original woodwork. A lot of the house had been stripped to the original, so I had to have it replicated so it matched. And that's what this is a match for match, one-to-one. But let's go into the bathroom. So we're going right into my bathroom. You're hearing, if you hear it, my HVAC system now on the second floor. That was not hooked up until recently. So there is now air conditioning and heating that actually heats and conditions the second floor, which it never really did before, because ductwork was not in the house when they built it. So it had to really be added. So in here, I do have a pocket door because it's a little bit of a tighter entry. But what's nice about in here is I have cabinetry for storage and a vanity. This cabinetry is important because, one, it somewhat hides or shields the toilet from anywhere outside. It kind of is, you're slightly behind it. This room was not big enough for a water closet because I could not move plumbing around. I could not move where drains were or anything because the joists and things just didn't work for that. But this will offer a ton of storage for linens, whatever I want. There is a small closet here that has access inside of it up to the attic where HVAC is. And it will obviously be nice for storage too, but the big key of that was for access. I have a double vanity, which also more so just gives me lots of space, which I like. Lots of storage. I did do things like make sure I have outlets down below. That was a big thing for me because I want to be able to plug in things like electric toothbrush or any type of rechargeable item underneath that's hidden away. So both sinks have those. There is also a charging drawer. I think it's, yes, this one. So it's a little shorter, but you could keep, if you use anything right in here, if I want to have a charging station, there's USB ports, even if it's my phone or whatever it is. Because, you know, I might be in the bathroom. I might just enjoy being in here so much, I just want to charge things in here. I don't know, we'll see. But what I will have too are medicine cabinets. Again, I think storage. I am anywhere I can, I try to add storage because that is so important. What I finalized this week was the glass door that's going to be used here for the shower. My tile guy, once the counter gets installed, will come back and then can tile everything. And we're tiling even around the window. That's why we have it finished like this so the tile can come up, turn, and go back to the window itself. So no actual woodwork or sill. In the shower itself, there's just gonna be the glass door, a glass piece here. There is a niche to be able to put stuff if I, obviously shampoo and stuff. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward, but what is so exciting for me is I can be in the shower. There was never a window like this before in here, and now there's a window directly across from the shower that brings in light. So that's exciting. Well, let's go into what my bedroom will be here, and that's right behind me. So the big thing again, talking about storage, was that there's no closets really. One in this house, but not really in the upstairs either. A small one in the bathroom, that's it. And there really hadn't been closets before. So the big way to add closets was through cabinetry, which is why it does take a while. We can't finish out the rooms with the V-groove on the walls or anything until the cabinetry goes in first, so it can butt up to it and have the correct reveals and look correctly with no shadow lines or anything that are exposed. So it's going in this week. You can see the color. I love it. It is a oak moss by Sherwin-Williams. It brings me a lot of joy. What I love about it is during the summer months, obviously, especially, when you look out, you see green so many places. There's cornfields and bean fields all around. There's leaves on the trees, grass, whatever it is, that I love the mimicking of color, and it just really, it makes me feel good. And that's what a bedroom should do. So that's going in first is the lowers, and I'll show you what they're gonna look like. There's gonna be a window seat in between them with a pull-out drawer for storage, and then there'll be a little light above the window, and it'll be a kind of a cute moment there. But what I have here is what I've decided to do. I wanted to give you an inside look as friends here, what I'm gonna do. And I've been looking at carpet, some rugs. Not, obviously I have wood floors, so I'm not doing wall-to-wall carpet, but rugs to me are just a coziness, but also for wearability, I like them. I'm gonna go with wool because I love the wear of it. I love how it works. I have a wool rug in my TV room and it looks brand new even after, 6+ years. And it works really well. It's a low, it's not thick, so Kip, my French Bulldog, does really well with it too. But what's nice about this is the one that's gonna go, I think, out in the hallway, the office. But on the other side, I'm gonna go with a slight darker color for the bedrooms. In here with the bedrooms, I am doing a wallpaper on the ceiling. I can't wait. Again, it has kind of a leafy botanical print to it. And that to me is important because it will feel like you're almost under the tree canopy when you're in here. But it also has a historical aspect, I feel like, with the coloring and the print, which I really love. So it is a light plaid on that wool rug. I want to get serged edges on it. And then I'm putting it with this just so I can see what it will look like, one, with the floor, because they're wide open, but also this is the top to the window seat right here. So obviously you can see there's gonna be lots of drawers, and let me show you what's gonna go on top in the other bedroom. In the other bedroom, you're gonna see some equipment, but you can see what the finished cabinetry will look like. Now, we can't put the window in until the rest of the cabinetry comes in because they're big pieces, but on the bottom, you just saw the bottom part of the cabinets in the primary bedroom. But on top will go these big units that will act as closets. So I can actually have clothes hanging in here, which I can't tell you what a dream that is when you haven't really had space to do this. So there's gonna be, you can see there's bars to be able to hang clothes. There's a fixed shelf above it just for why not? And then all the drawers below will be able to house a lot of stuff, which is nice. And don't worry, I need the closet space, but even if it is extra, one of these has just shelves in it, so I can put extra blankets in this, or heavy sweaters for the winter, linens for the bedroom, whatever it is. But these will be able to house so much and still be able to fit a bed in here, side tables, whatever it is. But this room also gives you a picture of what it will kind of be like. You can see the finished walls in this room, which go all the way across. These will all get painted. I heard it's scheduled for in a few weeks. Again, let's cross all of our fingers and toes and hope that's true. But it will all get finished in that wallpaper up above, which will be pretty exciting. And then when this window goes back in, you'll definitely have more light streaming in here like you used to. So this is a good depiction of what is to come. One, in the other bedroom. These are mirror images, really. The other bedroom's slightly bigger than this one. But these cabinets are mirror images of each other. So I'll have the same amount of storage in both, it's really exciting. So I'm walking back into my office. Now, why I'm excited about this is, one, I can put my downstairs back together once I put this floor back together, because everything's been in disarray, so there's areas for people to come in and be able to work and things like that. But also it's just one of those things when, I was just saying recently to a friend, I grew up in a sense fully in this house. While my mom was in the generational farmhouse across the road where I first grew up, my parents lived in here for a few years when they got married. But then my grandparents lived in here my whole life growing up. So this is where I came every day into this house. This is where we had so many Thanksgivings and Christmases, Easters, all the holidays. And these are still the grandparents that I go to lunch for every Monday and have lunch with. But to me, it's so amazing that we can keep remaking a house to live on and find a way to work for the next person, which is me right now. So those memories are still in here. It's changed slightly, but it still has that same essence in it. That's what's exciting. So I'm glad I could show you where we're at now. Next time is gonna be done. There could always be little things here and there, but it will pretty much be done. And that means I'm gonna be happy and I'm gonna be excited because I'm gonna be moving in. So until then, I love to hear your questions. You can always post them down below. Tell me what you're thinking, or if you don't understand something so I know what to hit next time.